Okay, I hope everybody can hear me over the sound of my power supply. Essentially, I'm testing a Goldhorn. This is a 10 input, 20 output with 10 amplified channels. It's a pretty nice Goldhorn unit. It's using the older model number of GDT212. Anyway, the point of this video is I'm trying to verify how low of a frequency I can get playing through the DSP. The factory specs claim it plays from 40,000 hertz on the top end down to 20 hertz on the low end. But you know, like a lot of manufacturers, it'll usually play below that. Not always, but sometimes it will. And the point of this video is just to verify it. So I've got a frequency generator here giving me a 2-volt input into the RCA input, and I've got an oscilloscope connected to this channel here, output A, and I've also got digital voltmeter connected to that same output. So we're seeing RMS voltage here. We're going to visually see the frequencies. I've got the frequency turned up a little high, so it doesn't look quite right, but I'll explain why I'm doing that in just a minute. And right now it's playing a frequency, if we can get it to focus, of 60 hertz. And you know, all these upper frequencies down to 60 or 50, we're looking at 1.2 volts. It's very steady. As we go down to 20 hertz, the voltage does drop a little bit, like it's got a little bit of a filter or something exactly. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to reduce this frequency, and we're going to watch the RMS voltage. Let's see here. But I just wanted to show that it is right around 1.2 volts is what I've got it set at. See the 60 hertz. Okay, as we go down to 50 hertz, there's a small drop in voltage. As we go to 40 hertz, it's still holding at almost 1.2. You know, it's dropped a little bit. At 30 hertz, it's dropped a little bit more, but it's still pretty strong. We can see our signal here. 3.2 volts, peak to peak, which is essentially 1.1 volt RMS. Okay, and as we go down to 20 hertz, the RMS voltage dropped a little bit more at 20. We're right around 1 volt. And then I'm going to take us down in steps, and we can see the voltage reduction. Try to get all three of these in shot here. We're at 20 hertz. Okay, there's 19. Maybe I can get a little better view. There we go, 19. So it drops a little bit. 18. Drops a little bit more voltage, but not bad. 17. 16. And our voltage is still doing pretty good. It's slowly dropping, but not by much. That is 15 hertz. Oops, sorry about that. These buttons are a little tricky to press on here. Okay, so we're at 15. 14 hertz. Still doing good at about 0.8 volts. 13 hertz. Still pretty good. 12 hertz. You know, we're still at 0.7 volts, so it's pretty darn impressive, and it's definitely playing below 20 hertz. 11, we see a little bigger drop. And at 10 hertz, we're about 0.6 volts. So it's playing it, but there is a reduction. It's not too bad. You know, so you actually can play these low frequencies. It's not ideal though. It's not the same 1 volt or 1.1 volt we had earlier at the higher frequencies. And I'm going to keep going, get down to 9. And you see a bigger jump in, or a bigger drop in voltage at 9 hertz. 8 hertz. 7. See, we're definitely dropping now at 7 hertz. 6. 5 hertz. You know, so we're a lot steeper of a drop off. But it is still playing 5 hertz. And then we get to 4 hertz, it starts to drop fast. You can see our signal. And then at 3 hertz, it's dropping really, really low. So it's pretty much fading out. Pretty much nothing at 2 hertz. So overall, it's not bad. I'm really going to have to try this out. Let's bring our frequencies back up to 10 hertz. So about 0.6 volts, which is pretty decent. It's better than I thought. And it's definitely better because I turned the high pass filter off. This is basically a high pass, like a subsonic filter. There's several different options. Under Butterworth filter, you can use a 6 dB slope, and that's a big reduction. But luckily, you can actually turn the subsonic filter off, and that's what's allowing me to play much lower frequencies. It's not ideal. It's not like flat down to 10 hertz. Well, let's go back up slowly. Starting at 10, watch the voltage climb. Oh my God, these buttons. Okay, so we're at 10 hertz. Let's try to go up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and we're back to 20 hertz. So all in all, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to have a very steep filter just below 20 hertz. And if we keep going up in frequency, 30 hertz, we start to get back to that 1.2 volts RMS. So I think it's around 50 hertz that we get the full 1.2 volt. Yeah, because as we go up in frequency, the voltage isn't climbing anymore. But anyway, that's the main part of this video, just to show that it can play below 20 hertz. Okay, thank you very much. And again, this is on a Goldhorn DSP. All right, thanks, bye.